The success you're looking for is in the hard work you're avoiding. The first time I heard that quote or saying, I don't even remember where I first heard it, but the first time I heard it, I felt a level of guilt, a level of guilt that is, I can't even measure. Let me just put it that way. All right. And the only way you would feel that guilt is if you're the type of person that takes accountability and responsibility for the things that you do or don't do. Okay? The funny thing is, we all, as individuals, right, we all want that success, right? We all want to be lions, but in fact, yeah, everybody wants to be a lion until it comes time to doing the things that lions do. All right, let's just put it that way. Right. That's I think another similar saying to that is like, the whole idea of everybody wants to go to heaven, right? But nobody wants to die, that type stuff, right? And it's just, if you can, if you can look at yourself and be honest, right? And be honest. You think about all the different things that you've wanted to achieve and attain and all that type stuff, right? Rather, the typical inclination for, most people would be to point the finger everywhere else but at themselves, right? Or at ourselves, right? We're always looking to blame something else, somebody else, for why we are not where we think we should be or where we want to be. Okay. And the moment you can turn that around, right? Turn that around and start taking a little more accountability for everything that you do and responsibility for your current situation, right? The moment you do that is going to be the moment that things will turn around, all right? For the longest time, and I can be honest here, right? For the longest time, and I think I can kind of see the reason why, but for the longest time, right? The things that I've been going after, the things that I've been going, or the things that I say I want to go after, right? If I hadn't necessarily achieved them at the time, is because um, I was avoiding kind of subconsciously, right? Like not even necessarily deliberately, like avoiding the actual work that I needed to do in order to get me to where I needed to be, right? Or where I wanted to be, okay? And I don't know. There's like it's almost I think in my case. Let me speak for my case, right? In my case, the reason why is because, let's just say, whatever I had chosen to go after, right? Whether that's digital marketing, affiliate marketing, trying different things and stuff not working, right? And there was a level of fear to be disappointed again, right? Where you come across something that you think, oh, this is it, this is finally going to be the answer, but then you're kind of afraid to actually do that thing, right? Do that work because maybe you're scared it's not going to work, right? And then you're going to be left devastated, right? Or screwed, like, oh, like, what do I do now, right? What else is there to do? That was my case. So, like that's just and that does continue, like, I'm not perfect right now by any means, right? But that does continue. It still finds its way, or finds a way to infiltrate, my endeavors and everything that I'm doing, right? But the first step is being aware of that, right? Whatever your issue is, being aware of it, acknowledging it, and then tackling it, right? Tackling it. And there's no two ways around it, right? There's no two ways around it. You can be as motivated as you want to be and all that type stuff, and that might get you started, right? All the motive you can get, all the motivation in the world that you want. That will get you started, or it might get you started. I don't know. It just depends on you as an individual. But that's it. That is absolutely it. If you're gonna continue pushing through to get to where you want to go to, you're going to need a whole lot more than motivation. It's the discipline that's going to keep you going. And that's where 90+% of us fall short. Okay? That's where 90% of us fall short, is that discipline to do the stuff, do the work that we don't want to do on a daily basis, no matter what, right? No excuses. Even when you don't feel like doing it, you still do it, right? If you can get to that point and start doing that on a consistent daily basis, it's gonna be hard to not succeed. Let me just put it that way, okay? It's gonna be really, really, really hard to not succeed. And I'm talking about if you're giving it an honest effort, right? Every single day, getting better, 1% better every single day, is going to be really hard to not succeed. And as well as, if you in addition to that, you pile on the whole never say die attitude. I'm gonna succeed or die trying. Who said 50 Cent one of his songs, anyway. But you add that mentality on top of it, boy, it's going to be really, really, really hard to not succeed. Okay, so but that's just, it's, that's in a nutshell, right? That's the I don't know how else to say it, right? That discipline, and just uh, going against all your, like the lazy feelings, the not wanting to do stuff or not feeling like doing stuff. If you can beat that and just show up every single day doing the things that you need to do, you're gonna get there. Okay, you're gonna get there. But it's up to you, though. It's up to you. You have to, I mean, again, you have to realize what your situation is, if you're in what your environment is, if you need to get yourself out of that, your surroundings, your friends, your people, whoever that is. You are the only one that you're the only one that that can see what you're in order to be able to get out of it, right? And get you in a place where that's more conducive for you to achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So, but the main thing is that work. You really, really have to put in the work. Like that, there's just it was, man, when I heard that, like the success you're trying to achieve is it's in the work that you're avoiding. That is so, at least in my estimation, like in my case anyway, and in my case anyway, I can say I've definitely been guilty of that, and still continue to be guilty of that. Every now, like I said, by no means am I perfect, but if you can just look yourself in the mirror and with anything, and that just goes for everything in life. If with anything that happens, anything that goes on, if you can look at yourself in the mirror first and clear yourself, right? Clear yourself, clear yourself of guilt before, of being the guilty party before you start pointing at others or other external factors, then you'll get ahead a little bit sooner, right? As opposed to jumping straight to point the finger elsewhere. Look at yourself first. Look in the mirror first. Fix what's going on there, and then if need be, you can start pointing fingers elsewhere. But 9 times out of 10, it starts with yourself. Okay, so remember that the success you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. You can take that to the grave. All right. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I will be sure to answer. And I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.